So what is vengeance? I like to include the other two water signs in my Pisces videos as it's one way of understanding the difference between the closest signs to Pisces. The textbook definition of vengeance is the act of taking revenge. Actions against someone to punish that person for having hurt you. Punishment inflicted in retaliation for an injury or offense. So this instantly tells you vengeance is to do with feelings. The fire and the water signs are the feelers of the zodiac, but there's a heavy emphasis on emotions with the water signs, which leads to water signs having much more control over their feelings than fire signs in the end. Scorpio, the fixed water sign, gets the main reputation for revenge, and it's simply because Scorpios will deal with many issues in life that revolves around things such as betrayal, trust issues, jealousy, and power struggles. Another thing is, Scorpios actually experience revenge more than any other sign, as in revenge taken on them, because Scorpios have a tendency to unintentionally offend people. Similar to Sagittarius, but Sagittarius get away with it much more. They're forgiven more. Scorpios are not. So when Scorpios accidentally sting people, then that person has a dig back. The Scorpio thinks they've just been attacked for nothing, so then goes to attack back. Many times when a Scorpio takes revenge, they are taking revenge on someone who took revenge on them for something the Scorpio unknowingly did. No water sign is technically more vengeful than the other. They all take leaves out of each other's books in how to deal with revenge. It just depends on how much times the opportunity to take revenge arises. But if we're talking by natural nature, Cancers will be the most vengeful sign of all, as it's cardinal water, and they're the most protective of their own feelings. As vengeance is about feelings, Cancers will always initially be the most dangerous as they are all about their own feelings. They are the most sensitive sign personal feelings wise, so are also the quickest of the three to defend themselves and take revenge, eye for an eye stuff. Just think Aries but way more emotional. Scorpios and Pisces will plot longer than Cancerians as they have more control over their feelings, but Cancers will hold on to the feelings the longest because it's a part of their defense. More logic will be involved to an extent with Scorpio and Pisces, where if all the water signs are matured, Pisces will be the most emotionally intelligent, Cancers will be the most emotional, Scorpios will be the most logical. Pisces will have the most understanding of not only how their emotions works, but how others' emotions works and have a way of viewing situations for what it is and acting accordingly. Scorpio can just see darkness and walk in and then meet the devil. Pisces can see in the dark, know the devil's in there and go and hold hands with him. That's the difference between the two. All the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, can hold grudges, but it's only if they don't do something about it. Once they act on it, then you're pretty much dead to them afterwards. But it's the cardinals that are the real grudge holders. Aries, Cancers, Libras and Capricorns. They can start something, then remain fixed in that energy. Aries, being the first sign, are the quickest to move on, as they are equally the quickest to retaliate out of all signs. Aries have the most sensitive ego of all signs, whereas Capricorn is the slowest to strike back, time-wise, but can be plotting revenge so bad with intentions to hit your kids' kids and your kids' 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 kids. The mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces, are who you don't want coming back with a vengeance, because they'll take that flexible energy and kickstart something or kick back something, with it taking the situation to whole new levels, starting something completely new out of that situation or starting multiple chain reactions out of nothing. It's equally why mutables can be the most dangerous, because they don't need to be hurt or have a revenge plot to run wild. Many serial killers come from the mutable signs for this reason alone, and plus you won't know what to expect if they do come for you. It's much less predictable. What's more scary, knowing someone is after you, or you just randomly crossing the path of someone who's just lost it and is on a rampage? One of those you can prepare for, the other you can't. That's the difference with the mutable signs, each one of them. In terms of water signs, Pisces is a mix of both Cancer's feelings and Scorpio's intellect merged into one. In terms of the whole zodiac, Pisces is all signs merged into one. So when we're talking about which sign comes back with the most vengeance, if they go there, look no further than the fish sign, as they literally have the most tools at hand. The zodiac ends with feelings, and that is the starting point to if a Pisces ever seeks revenge. If they ever get into the mode of unleashing vengeance, it starts with how they feel about it first. Because if Pisces does end up seeking revenge, it's as legendary as Poseidon's, and feelings are not even involved with Pisces by that stage. Your past coming back to haunt you will be holding hands with a Pisces. First, the feelings. Think of Pisces like a mental patient in a mental asylum. They're in their room. Seems a bit loopy, pretending to take their meds. They've cracked the matrix, so it's messed up their perception of what we call reality so much that they've separated their own self from society. They checked their own self into that asylum just to break away and find solitude. So more times, Pisces are alone, peaceful with their thoughts and feelings, trying to explore more internally. In other words, they are not troubling anybody. Their own people don't understand it, but know the Pisces isn't actually insane. Or maybe they are. They still keep in touch, but the Pisces tells them they're happy there, and they don't plan to reintegrate into society. If anyone wants them, they know where to visit them or what number to call. So you've got this Pisces basically out of the loop. Now imagine someone delivers information to this Pisces. Could be a phone call or a letter they receive. Or maybe it's a guard. Maybe a guard opened their letter and opens the slot on the door and is like, "Hey Pisces, bad news, your brother got killed. Tough luck, mate." Now firstly, the Pisces is going to pause. Call this the Pisces pause. This is one thing you can witness with Pisces people. You can visually see them processing information for a second. Not as obvious as Gemini, but you can still see it. So the Pisces pauses in their room, doesn't say anything, and the guard closes the slot. The mistake every non-Pisces person makes is assuming Pisces operates out of feelings like a Cancerian. Feelings is involved in every step for Cancers. With Pisces, feelings is step 1. It's how do I feel about what has just happened and what to do with this feeling if it exists. As I said earlier, Cancers are feelings and Scorpios are more logic. This is the process Pisces goes through, but it's instant. Dots get connected fast. Pisces are about both feelings and logical thought. So say you see a Cancer hit someone for barging into them. Cancer could do that because they felt irritated in that very moment. Maybe they spilt their coffee or something, so it doesn't matter if the person is apologetic or didn't mean it. If the Cancerian feels offended in that moment, they'll attack. Pisces could hit someone for the same reason. But Pisces lets things go way more than anyone else. So say you see someone barge a Pisces and the Pisces hits them. That could have been the final step in a sequence. Maybe that person's barged them before, done other shady things before. So by the time that Pisces hits them, they are not actually in their feelings. It's more, I already felt hurt the first time they barged me. They've done other things to bother me too, intentionally. So the next time they do something, I'm going to attack them for everything they've done. That's the difference with Pisces, but the process started with their feelings. Now, it must be known that Pisces also have bad tempers. Bad tempers. So they may seriously kick off instantly when uncontrolled. They can operate out of all feelings and no logic when young or inexperienced, which can resemble any sign with anger issues and a touch of extra craziness. But Pisces has more restraint. They're not quick to show anger, even if their blood's boiling. And if it stays boiling enough, then Pisces don't even cool down. That boiling switches to straight coldness. The words Pisces and vengeance being in the same sentence will be foreign to many. It will even be foreign to some Pisces because it takes a lot for Pisces to act out. Because every Pisces initially gives everyone the benefit of the doubt, even if their feelings are hurt. This is where Pisces can get a somewhat doormat reputation, more so when they're younger. But as I've mentioned in previous videos, There's stages with Pisces, and this stage is the earliest, most immature stage of Pisces where everything is peaceful. Ignorance is bliss. They are not confrontational. They will shy away from disagreements and arguments. But in the world we live in, people will keep pushing until they get resistance. And everybody has a breaking point. But this breaking point with Pisces is what we know as the shock. It's where Pisces gets tired of giving people the benefit of the doubt, especially if they keep hurting the Pisces feelings time and time again. It's where the feelings works as an alert. It goes from, I feel sad about what this person done, but I'll forget it, they didn't mean it, to, I felt hurt about what they did and they meant to hurt me because they saw I was hurt and didn't apologize, and they keep doing it when all I do is be there for them. I don't even feel hurt anymore, but they can't get away with this. It's like an epiphany happens, but this is not good at all because it wakes up the dark side of a Pisces which Pisces initially and subconsciously tries to keep hidden. Here's the thing about Pisces what others may not know. Even at the most immature state of Pisces, and when they're in la-la land, allowing violations to happen, and just trying to keep an optimistic viewpoint on everything, a little voice, a little demon inside will tell them what they should do in response to a violation, which won't be pleasant and will shock the Pisces person. Like, where did that thought come from? I don't want to do that. No, they didn't mean it. It's like an inner conflict happens with the young naive Pisces, and this is also what makes Pisces appear extra nice to people, to try and convince their own self they aren't bad. So these are all the feelings Pisces battles with, but once they reach that breaking point and that shark is unleashed, vengeance is a light switch away. They think it's Shaitan whispering when it's really their own soul. Pisces are full of layers, layers upon layers, scales upon scales, and this is what adds to the misinterpretation of Pisces people. I'll break down the Pisces vengeance into 3 sections in regards to feelings. Personal violations, violations involving their partner, and violations towards family members, friends and strangers. With personal violations, like I've said, initially Pisces will let many things slide. It will either take a lot of mini violations or one big personal violation for a Pisces to snap. Once they snap, their feelings about the situation slowly takes a backseat as they start getting into plotting and execution mode. If the Pisces is openly upset about something you've done, it's a good opportunity for you to right your wrong. They're actually giving you the opportunity to, by showing you, because the older a Pisces gets, the more secretive they become, where you don't even know you've offended them. So just know, if they are emotional about something you've done, that is step 1. That is not the end of that process unless you nip it, because you didn't mean it. Violations involving a Pisces partner. Now, a Pisces is going to feel more violated by what happens to their partner than the partner themselves. Pisces vengeance is 10 times worse if they're coming on the behalf of someone. Say a Pisces partner gets into a fight and gets beaten up. The Pisces will take on their partner's pain and experience. They'll comfort their partner, heal them, may even cry with them. But if one thing's for sure, the Pisces is going to come back for you out of principle, which I'll cover later. They will not be coming back for you on behalf of their partner's feelings or their feelings. It will be because of principle, on a who are you to hurt my partner thing. Someone I love, who are you to damage them? Like a Pisces' whole ego and soul gets tangled into one. And finally, family and friends and strangers. Well, it's the same with the partner. Pisces is going to absorb their pain. Pisces is the empath of the zodiac, so it's only going to happen. They are going to feel how their family member feels. If the family member feels vengeful, the Pisces will feel vengeful. But if the family member feels cool about it, when it's obviously a big violation, out of principle, the Pisces will act out for them. This can also happen with random strangers. Now, discernment is key, but say a grandmother and her grandkids walking down the street and someone grabs the grandmother's purse, pulling her and the grandkid to the floor, then runs off. The Pisces is naturally going to feel for them. That's not only a shitty thing to do, but you've potentially injured someone who's fragile in old age and potentially permanently scarred the fragile mind of the grandkid. So out of principle, a Pisces may run that person down. Can't change what has happened, but can make it better getting the bag back and kicking the fuck out of that person who did it. It's the same with bullies in school. Pisces can be the type to stand up to bullies on the behalf of someone getting bullied. Highest vibration school age wise, they can and will do that. They'll be arguing and fighting for themselves and others. Your average Pisces school wise will just be blending in with everyone or completely minding their business. Shy and reserved. Lowest vibration and low self-worth Pisces school wise will be the ones getting bullied, needing others to save them. So this is how Pisces feelings works. It's not really personal feelings when it involves others. It's about how others feel and the Pisces principle. You'll hear many astrologers and random people say things like, Pisces are too sweet to hurt anyone. They'll cry before hurting anyone. Things of that nature, like Pisces are too weak to act out on anything. But in reality, you will see something very different with Pisces people. It starts with the feelings. Then next is the coldness in actions. The fish is sensitive to all energies. Cancers are the most sensitive in regards to feelings. Pisces is the most sensitive in regards to everything. Everything? Everything. Vibes, intentions, feelings in the atmosphere, the undercurrents, everything. So if you try play the Pisces with some sideways slick shit and the Pisces clocks on, they're not only gonna initially feel hurt you've tried to fool them, but hurt that they now have to switch up on you. Pisces doesn't like doing this, but can and will do it. It's not really forgive and forget with Pisces. It's more, you haven't affected me enough to dedicate my energy towards you. But if you really affect them, they can uncontrollably go ballistic in the moment, batshit crazy, leaving no room for the vengeance process. Pisces are loco on a solo, you banchod. Pisces don't forget shit, and they certainly don't always forgive either. They're just good at moving on, cause they're mutable. Pisces, a Pisces who is awake with their shark out, is good at knowing what deserves their energy and what doesn't. What does forgive and forget even mean, anyway? Thank you for your apology, let's forget all about what just happened. No one fucking forgets. You can move on from an incident in a positive or negative way, which you have the choice to do. Everyone has the choice, but Pisces will only forgive if they know you genuinely didn't mean to offend, and that can be without an apology too. Pisces feelings are on point, because it's tied in with the psyche, the soul, yours and theirs. So Pisces knows if you meant to offend or not. They know if you're really sorry or not. And this is exactly why Pisces feelings is the step one. They will feel out a situation first. Your true intentions is what determines if Pisces takes a situation further than their feelings. Jesus is the Pisces archetype, the light-sided Pisces archetype. Was he an actual Pisces? Who knows? It's debatable. But Pisces people are not Jesus. You try crucify a Pisces and there'll be a cross by your name as they toe tag you. Pisces at the Last Supper with 12 of their people will be telling them, this is a life or death situation. They're trying to fuck with the fish, so now we've got bones to pick. Are you willing to sacrifice everything for me? Because I've done already been sacrificing everything for you. The opposition is on me. Are you down to clap back or not? Including you, Judas. You riding? At least ride for me tonight, you sneaky little bitch. Don't think I don't see you. We're not breaking bread and sipping wine. We're about to break bones and spill blood. Pisces can even get mad that someone they love has forgiven someone they shouldn't have. Water under a bridge? Nah, it'll be you under a bridge. If you think Pisces turns the other cheek, it's literally built in them to not do that. Even if the Pisces person is a scared, non-confrontational, merry-go-round pussy, that soul, that other fish is a vicious killer and won't allow its vehicle it's traveling in this lifetime round to get shot up. The Pisces soul will eventually get through into the person's conscious mind merging with them, then bulletproofing that body and giving them a gun to fucking shoot back. It's easy for people to say Pisces has a victim mentality, but do you see how much people try to turn Pisces a victim? First, Pisces men and women are not very light signs overall. Once people meet the real fish, there's a lot of Pisces slander going on. So when Pisces comes back and tells you why they did this and that to someone, if they tell you, they're not trying to play victim. They're trying to show you why they went Scylla on them. Because they fucked around with the fish long enough to find out it kills. They thought it was a doormat and found out it was thin ice. They thought it was koi when all it was thinking was destroy. It's only when dark-sided in some nihilistic mode that Pisces goes around starting trouble with people for no reason. But others can start shit with the wrong Pisces and see them react calmly. They might even take out a cig, calmly put it in their mouth and take a drag as you run your mouth. You see this person, this fish ignoring you, but you don't see they are contemplating going to their boot to grab that noise stopper. You think you've got this fish right where you want them, trapped, without even knowing you're skating on thin ice, buddy. You've got so comfortable running your mouth to this quiet fish processing their feelings that you haven't realized you're so far out into this sea of ice that the shore isn't visible anymore. You're launching attacks thinking it's a punching bag. You think it can't hit back because you've hit a few times and got no response until you hear a crack and see one thin line in the ice appearing beneath you. You try to calm yourself down. Even look at the smoking Pisces who is still calm and ask them what the fuck's going on. The floor's cracking. But it's too late. That Pisces already summoned that beast right before your eyes without you noticing a thing. And now you're going under. Pisces don't get loud with their feelings unless they care about you. If they don't, but you're an irritant, they get cold and calculated. You want to see how sweet a Pisces truly is? Continuously be weak around a Pisces. Like genuinely be weak around one. Even worse if it's after you've shown the Pisces aggression. Show them weakness afterwards, like you expect them to now help you. Pisces will pick you up and try to restore you if you're their people. But you see, if you don't learn to stand the fuck up on your own 2 feet, Pisces will end up consuming you. Same if you was an enemy and you showed a Pisces weakness. Pisces won't welcome you with open arms to comfort and heal you. They'll welcome you with an open mouth ready to bite down and chew. Pisces ends up having zero tolerance. It's inevitable. The shark don't care about none of that woe is me stuff. And that's why fishes eat other fishes and people. You can't bully the mirror, and people end up finding this out. Feelings doesn't cloud a Pisces how you think it does. If the case at hand is nuts, you're going to see the nutcase come out of that Pisces, and that doesn't involve any feelings. You can't be the most notorious sign when it comes to serial killing and be operating out of emotions. It doesn't work like that. Cancers kill out of feelings, out of passion. Pisces kills out of principle, out of universal duty, and out of absolutely nothing sometimes. With Pisces, specifically the ones who have taken control of their shark, they can just leave you to karma. They can slip away and just whatever things. They can summon karma for you and be on their merry way. Pisces don't need to get their hands dirty, especially if it's to do with their feelings. But if it's to do with principle, Pisces will hand deliver that revenge. If it's feelings alone, they may send hexes your way and just watch as you spiritually get fucked up in the physical. When it comes to feelings and vengeance, Cancers generally start as nice, giving people. It's only through bad experience they start doing the be nice to get niceness stuff back. Pisces already subconsciously knows this. They've got less of an excuse than Cancers. But Pisces will keep being nice, then keep getting burnt, rinse and repeat, and oftentimes this creates a monster. It's like the soul will keep forcing Pisces until it gets drummed in their head, and this is where the coldness in a Pisces develops. This is the snap. Scorpios gets to a stage of hating people pretty early. Some do. They too may try the nice thing Cancers do, but learn fast that people ain't shit and can't be trusted. So you'll find many Scorpios alone and antisocial as much as the partying Scorpios. Again, Pisces already knows this, but tries to ignore these things, giving people the benefit of the doubt. It's also because Pisces has a duty to the people here in this last stage. So they try to see the good in everyone. But it's also why Pisces can easily end up in a fuck feelings and people mindset. But more times than not, the feelings is step one. Pisces goes Neptunian cold if it escalates from here. They don't necessarily hold on to things. They don't hold grudges. They'll rather freeze it. Freeze it and shatter it into tiny pieces, or freeze it to warm it back up at a later date out of principle. Seriously, if you are not worth a Pisces time and haven't affected their feelings enough, a Pisces can just disappear out of your life. The ghosting ability of a Pisces can be a godsend. Cause it's like, problem? What problem? That person no longer exists to me now. Poof, they're gone. Who was that? But you see, when you insult a Pisces intelligence, undermine them, insult their integrity, and trouble their people, that's when it's nothing to do with feelings. This is when Pisces don't make it personal. They make it spiritual. And by principle, you are now enrolled into the spiritual school of fishery, an underwater class which you're getting taken to without any equipment to pass the lesson. No snorkel, no pencil, your eyes and ears brain don't even matter. All you're gonna gain from this lesson in fish school is pain, suffering and death. This is where you have to listen because you can't talk underwater, but you won't be able to hear shit. All you'll feel is pressure in your ears. You'll be struggling to hold your breath while Pisces is speaking perfectly fine. The mutest sign speaking perfectly fine, underwater, letting you know where you are and what is going to happen to you next. You're in a corner in their ocean and have been put on the menu. You haven't met this Pisces before, and it'll be the last Pisces you ever meet if you do. People say Pisces run from themselves, and it's true initially. Many of them run from their dark side or keep it away from their normal day-to-day way of living and thinking. But that monster's there and they all know it. That dark side, that coldness doesn't involve any feelings at all other than disappointment. Before this coldness, the last feeling a Pisces will feel is disappointment. Not fear, not anger, no, just disappointment. They will be disappointed that you forced their hand, and even more disappointment in their own self that they have to show you what they've spent every single day keeping hidden. It's like, wow, okay, you want to wake up something sacred. It's like going in a pyramid and opening tombs. It's like finding some cryptic shit in a forest and you start moving things around. You're waking something up that's gonna kill you, not hurt you, collapse you. That cold-blooded, ruthless side that Pisces fully has access to but knows it sets them back spiritually when they use it. That side that resembles the Grim Reaper. Cause when the feelings get shut off and classes enact, Pisces don't come to harm. They don't come to injure. They don't come to teach you nothing. They come to kill. Your lesson is suffering and then death. Thinking Pisces only acts out of feelings, you have no idea the type of maniac you are dealing with. The insanely sane person you are dealing with. Cause the calculation, the logical thinking that goes on after feelings is where the fish gets real. Pisces do not get lost in their emotions. What you see as lost is the Pisces temporarily traveling in the psyche, which can be seen as daydreaming or absent-mindedness. But they come back here, geared up, ready to go. You've given the Pisces an opportunity to exorcise their demons. Pisces isn't just empathy, it's empathy mixed with vengeance. They get proactive with what they've absorbed from someone and then want to send it back to the cause. This is the mutable energy. It's transitional. It's never just, I can feel your pain. It's always, man, I can feel your pain so bad that I want to get retribution for you as if you were me. Time doesn't mean nothing to Pisces, cause feelings isn't involved, it's principle. Principle don't care about time. Some things can't instantly be avenged. So once it's set in stone with a Pisces what must happen to you, then it's happening. It will feel like a duty to the Pisces. Feelings and time has no effect on it. It's a job that must be done. Every Every single Pisces with even just the slightest bit of awareness knows they have this psychotic energy deep inside them. They know. But those who operate more on the light side of Pisces will absolutely hate what they have to do to you if you get them going. They've got that little egg of evil inside them hatching. It's got cracks in it, and you've come along with your feather and cracked it. That's when Pisces know they are about to transform. They know that tidal wave is active. They feel the currents changing. They feel the werewolf coming out. And this is when that dark fish and the light fish starts turning so fast that they become one fish. The dark fish is chasing the light fish to eat it. The light fish is chasing the dark fish to eat it. They are going for each other so bad inside that Pisces that it just looks like one fish creating a whirlpool. And this is when Pisces is locked into termination mode, because both the fishes are operating on the same energy of consume. Good fish trying to eat bad fish to kill it, and vice versa. The Pisces is now going to chase you the same way, but the difference is, yes, you will see one fish on your tail, but this won't be a continuous loop. Some ongoing battle. You are going to get eaten, and until you are eaten, the two fish inside the Pisces will not stop chasing each other. They won't be able to fully rest, but at the same time, their conscience won't be heavy. So they can keep doing this for an eternity, until it's done. And if there's one thing with a vengeful Pisces, which is a normal Pisces I must add, the shark, the hidden mystical monster hiding deep in the ocean, they follow that shit through to the end. To the end. Because that's what Pisces knows best. The end. The fin. The fish. You don't know sadistic until you meet a Pisces using empathy in conjunction with a means to hurt you. And once a Pisces feels they are doing it for the greater good or to correct an injustice on a Venusian vibe, there is no turning back. You're finished. They will sacrifice everything. If the asylum's walls could talk, they'll tell you Pisces is crazy. They discuss their feelings with themselves when they're alone, but it's as if they're speaking to someone or something that's responding. And if others are around, they are still speaking and listening to themselves without saying a word. I understand why they are in here. Wait, where have they gone? And why is the cell door open? A Pisces feelings is a portal. It's equally the first and last thing you should worry about. And it's literally the difference between life and death.
Your life and death.
Then the principle. So the Pisces mental patient has escaped. Can't even tell how or where they broke out from, but they've escaped. The asylum's gone into lockdown. External authorities have been alerted and the hunt is on. We've got a lunatic on the loose. What is principle? The definition of principle is: a principle may relate to a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of beliefs or behavior or a chain of reasoning. They provide a guide for behavior or evaluation. Now, as we all know, Pisces is a sign that is half here and half over there. Pisces may abide by the laws of this earth to remain low, but the spirit doesn't. Pisces goes by the laws of karma. They go by the laws of being a universal mirror. Pisces goes by cause and effect. Everything is relative to a Pisces. Everything is connected. As within, so without. As above, so below. As the universe, so the soul. That's probably the closest quote out there to understand the universal principles Pisces goes by. Naturally, it's not even a choice. Not every Pisces wants to take the law into their own hands, but that is exactly what happens when a Pisces seeks revenge. They take the law into their own hands. When you deep that Pisces operates out of principle, not feelings, this is when you get closer to understanding what Pisces is. Let's also remember, not everyone believes in karma. If they did, the world wouldn't operate the way it does. But your average Pisces does believe in it, because they be the one successfully dishing it out, or having a front row seat watching it happen. A Pisces can have zero emotional connection to a situation, have zero feelings about it, and still act out because of principle. And that's because Pisces are the agents of karma. They are the guiders, the protectors. They are the universal nurses and the universal police. This world cannot handle and is not ready for when a Pisces rises up. It's not personal principle with Pisces. It's universal principle. It's Pisces principle. It's why the planet of karma, Saturn, loves the 12th house. The house of Pisces, because people be getting fucked up in there, but not Pisces. That's the fish's home. So when Pisces takes the law into their own hands, completely disregarding the law of the land, and decide you are in debt to karma, they become the debt collectors. And you will pay with your soul. Pisces vengeance is simple. Just think the mindset of a prisoner and a dark empath, which I'll get more into shortly, but let's start with an example of the Pisces principle. Let's say we've got a Pisces, their mum and their stepdad. The Pisces is away, like they're a marine or something, so they're overseas. One night, the stepdad and the mum has a serious argument which results in the stepdad assaulting the mum. Police gets called, no charges gets pressed. The Pisces hears about it and is upset, whatever. Let's say that incident was 4 years ago, and today the Pisces is back from service. The mum and the stepdad has since moved on from the incident, partying it up, going on Caribbean cruises and shit. He's overall treating her nice. He's even proposed to her since. Oh, we planning a wedding. The Pisces has even spoken to the stepdad a few times since the incident. Everything's cool. So the Pisces returns home. The mum runs up to them, hugging them. Then the stepdad approaches them, arms open, smiling. The Pisces is still smiling from just hugging their mum and turns to face the stepdad. Now this is where if you blink, you might miss it. Just before that stepdad gets close enough to embrace, that Pisces face is going to switch from smiling to no smiling, followed by a hook, like a bridge. Oh damn, the Pisces has just knocked the stepdad out cold. The mum's going crazy. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god, what the fuck you doing? Why are you doing that? Now, some Pisces won't say shit afterwards. They'll just leave, won't explain nothing. But other Pisces might get vocal on some don't ever hit my mum again shit. And this right here is where people will look at Pisces like mad people. What the fuck? That was years ago. We've moved on since then. You two have spoken. What the fuck? Why did you do that? Listen, Pisces don't care about that. The whole point is they violated, and from that moment they violated, everything occurring at that time is being stored by that Pisces. The feelings, the tears, the hurt in their mum's voice, the black eye, the shock, everything. Pisces will bring it all to the forefront as if it happened a few minutes ago. Pisces puts their feelings away because their feelings doesn't matter as much as the principle of the situation does. So out of principle, that stepfather got dropped. The time doesn't matter. The thing is, the feelings will return after karma has been served. And this is where it's true what they say about Pisces. Like, a Pisces could hit someone even if it's in response and feel bad about it afterwards. Because at the time it's done out of a necessity, out of principle, not because of how the Pisces feels. After that whole feeling hurt, the putting the feelings away and acting out on principle, the feelings come back, and this is where a Pisces has to emotionally deal with what they have physically done, and the whole ordeal is draining. But I'll tell you from now, because it was done out of principle, the Pisces won't regret shit or feel remorse. They may feel bad, but won't regret it, and they'll do it again if they have to. The funny thing is, scenarios like this where Pisces acts out for others is what makes Pisces be seen as an unnecessary villain, because the act won't be appreciated. The mum will see it as, wow, you're trying to ruin my life and my happiness. She won't see it as, you avenged me for what happened years ago. Maybe after things calms down she will, but this is equally why Pisces can get to a stage of not defending anyone, because not everyone follows the Pisces principles. Not everyone's real like that, basically. Some people would rather stay in La La Land watching Pixar when Pisces is trying to change the channel to breaking news. So let's get into the prison mindset and the dark empath. I'll start with the prison mindset. Let's say you're watching TV and you see that this guy has been sentenced to life for basically taking a child and having their way with them. Do you think that is justice? Do you think the parents are satisfied with that outcome? Would you be satisfied with that outcome if that was your kid? Why aren't the parents allowed to choose the punishment? Why aren't the parents allowed to kick the living fuck out of this person while they're still in handcuffs? Why is a random person in a wig in charge of the punishment for what happened to your child? That's the world we live in, of law and order. But Pisces' mindset doesn't think that's justice, because Pisces doesn't live by laws of the land. A Pisces will think the same way the prisoners do when that guy is put on the wing with them. What happens to these people when they enter a prison with a story like that? They don't even get to finish the first year of their sentence. Why? Because that sentence was not justice. A life sentence is not karma. The prisoners rushing in his cell with modified toothbrushes is karma. And this is how Pisces vengeance works. It's the exact same way. And some judges themselves knows your true karma is coming beyond the sentence. They're just working with the books. That's that Libra energy. They are the gates to hell. Pisces rules prisons, hospitals, mental asylums, all the 12th house themes. The same way prisoners don't go by the law of the land, the reason they're in prison in the first place is how Pisces truly doesn't. Pisces operates like this in general, behind the scenes. The Pisces in touch with their dark side, with their shark on a leash. The Pisces doesn't need to be locked up. The mindset's the same as them prisoners, and it doesn't matter what zodiac sign or house placements those prisoners have. Once they are in a Pisces world, they will operate like one. In solitude, finding faith, being creative, connecting with others positively and negatively, fighting, fucking, learning new things, becoming wiser, leveling up spiritually, or leveling down even lower than before they even went to prison. It's all relative to the fish's true nature. So technically, Pisces should be the least likely out of all signs to go prison when dark-sided, but they fuck up sometimes. If a Pisces stays on point, they can stay hidden for their whole lives, committing and not getting prosecuted. Pisces is the ghost of the zodiac, but ghosts want to be seen sometimes, even for their evil deeds. It's the ego Pisces battles against. When we talk Pisces vengeance, we are talking no mercy. It's overall no mercy. Yeah, the loyal martyr, the submissive, the please have mercy upon my soul Pisces turns you into someone on a beach trying to run from a tidal wave that's crashing down. No mercy, fuck your cries, fuck your remorse, fuck your new leaf. Resistance or acceptance, it don't matter. You will get swept once that wave rises above you. Your fate has been sealed. Don't try and reason with no Pisces principle. You'll be talking to a Terminator that has located its target. There is only one way that situation is ending. It's not no come with me if you want to live. It's don't try and run from me, you're gonna. You may even see remorse in the Pisces eyes. Like, I don't want to do this. But it's gonna happen. When a Pisces locks in, it's over. It's over. It's principle. When that dreamer brings those dreams, those ideas to reality, which is easily accessible via the shark, it's over. And everyone knows how creative a Pisces is. But there's nothing pretty when a Pisces gets creative with vengeance and death. Nothing pretty. Because the pictures they paint smell of iron and look like a 2-year-old made it. It's a bloody mess. When a Pisces gets to shooting like Spike Lee, it's their soul that told them to do the right thing. Do you know what the Pisces aura is? Neither do I, because you don't feel no Pisces coming up on you. They're the best at masking their energy until it's time to reveal. And that revelation comes right before the end of a problem, where you've been psychologically defeated, where you're in such a shock you can't even move. That's how Pisces gets you, by surprise. And now you are there frozen for the taking. Have you experiencing rigor mortis before you're even dead? You think Pisces is outlying with talk, when behind closed doors, they leave people outlined in chalk. And when it's principle, things will get critical, where they're masked up telling the driver to drive slow. Imagine swimming in a lake and feel a hand grab your ankle from below. Pull you down a little, then let go. That's the fright you're in for here. Creep up on you like an uncle in a nightclub trying to get a dance. You will firsthand learn why Pisces rules prisons. Prisons are full of wolves and sheeps. There's no hiding in there. When you realise Pisces can get comfy with all the fuckery taking place in there, you'd want to stay in your cell. You're sitting in your cell thinking you're safe until you hear that door unlock. Out of nowhere, your door just opens. That feeling where your heart is in the back of your throat. The terror, the fear, before it even gets physical. That's how Pisces breaks you without even touching you. Before even touching you. Dark-sided Pisces, or Pisces who are coming back with a vengeance due to principle, are all about it. So don't tap on the glass cause fish are sensitive. Don't play games and ask the wolf what's the time, cause the Pisces wolf will always say it's dinner time. It'll be you the one shouting out numbers to the wolf, especially 12. Trying to call out for 12 to save you. Pisces are 12 and don't give a fuck about police when it's dinner time. Now the dark empath. Well, at first it was about the Pisces feelings, but from the principal stage onwards, it's all about your feelings. Pisces knows how to take care of you and how to take care of you. This fishy little kipper will leave you floating in the Mississippi River. Do you know how you see the darkest side of a Pisces empathy? Go hiding. Go hiding from the Pisces principle. You bunk your lesson in the school of fish that was scheduled for you and go hiding, and this is where you're going to realize who you're fucking with. Because if a Pisces can't catch you, if you think you can dodge your karma by hiding whilst your loved ones are out in the open, who do you think will start beeping on a Pisces radar? It's nothing to temporarily put you aside and shift the focus onto something relative to you. It's all relative to Pisces. It's all relative. We're talking death by association here. Pisces are not your respectable people when they go into shark mode. Anyone can get it. Don't expect compassion and a heart from a Pisces showing teeth. This is a demon shark on a mission that you are dealing with. You bark, Pisces bites. Pisces aren't bullies. Nah, Pisces won't play with you. Pisces wants their food nice, hot and ready. They want you to be ready to be consumed. They want you to stare deeply in their eyes and be ready to. They will trigger you so bad you can't hide anymore. Zero respect for your family, your friends. The same way karma can miss a person and get their kids or family member, is the same way Pisces can and will real life operate. Pisces can cause generational misery like no other. Only a Capricorn can relate. Don't play hide and seek with Pisces, cause Pisces will start playing finders keepers with souls. Blow your candle out like it's your birthday and leave you left in the worst way. Anywhere and everywhere you cannot stalk someone down more than a Pisces, and this stalk doesn't drop off babies, it drops off death certificates. Pisces have patience and patience. Pisces will make you one of their patients, and this is where you again get to see the dark empath. Pisces will download your whole being and know exactly how to destroy you, not heal you, and in the physical, this is where you'll get Charles Cullen, reading your medical files, finding out what you're allergic to, then giving it to you while you think it's medicine. Or they'll just mono you, dodging your attacks like Mayweather, light as a feather, ignoring your defense. It doesn't matter how many shields you got, they'll box through it like Clarissa. You see, Pisces is the double fish, so when you're sleeping on them, they're gonna double up, and they rule the feet, but don't shoot at feet, so be on your toes like double dutch. Do you think, if a Pisces believes you deserve some real justice, they will give a fuck about you begging for mercy? You think they'll be down and gutted that they let that demon go? Nah, you'll be gutted like a fish for fucking with the fish. Thinking empathy stops Pisces harming people, and it just makes Pisces nice people who takes everyone's shit, is a one-way ticket to that underwater fish school located in the middle of the ocean. Pisces can be like parasites to the human body, silent killers, controlling your emotions, your thoughts whilst eating you. Pisces isn't Jesus, but they can make you meet him. Pisces ain't the devil, but can make you see him. When Pisces is coming, cause of principle, you are being sent right back to where you came from, which is all our homes. You miss your past loved ones? You'd give anything to hear from them again? Oh, Pisces can make it happen for you. Go and step in the Pisces medium's office, aka the middle of the ocean, and they'll connect you. You'll wake up in a garden with all your past loved ones surrounding you, picking you up, little fairies floating around with haze everywhere. It'll feel like a dream until it dawns on you. You realize you're actually awake in that place. You can't wake up, cause you are awake. You're awake in death, hand in hand with your loved ones, and they're not even speaking to you. They're just escorting you somewhere with expressionless faces. You don't know what the fuck's happening. Is this heaven? Where am I? You think you're gonna be living when you mess with the living dead in Pisces. One thing a Pisces can do is channel that mental energy. Pisces will channel all of that, travel down all paths with the goal of putting you in paths like Eren Yeager. Pisces got that parasite in them like your mare, but they're aware. Let them know if you want them to share. You don't want Pisces at your door like Jehovah's Witness on a Saturday morning. Have you peeping behind the curtain like a pervert? You better answer the door or the Pisces is coming in. They're gonna teach you about the Lord that day either way. Know who's the real demon of the zodiac and know what you wake up when you wake up a Pisces. You wanna talk about boundaries. A Pisces coming with a vengeance and your boundaries. Every single boundary you have will get breached. Every single one. You know Pisces is about merging, but imagine merging with something that intends to do nothing but harm. That's the Pisces parasite. You won't be aware because Pisces don't get detected by another satellite. They'll breach your borders and leave you with mental disorders. You won't stay afloat in a Pisces ocean if you've been put there on the menu. Things grab your feet from below when you try to swim here. Best not to struggle. Just let it happen. Breaststroke, doggy paddle, doesn't matter. Your kicking legs has you inside of a shark you can't even see yet. But it's coming towards you. Through the mist, through the fog. It's all smoky like Robinson. You think Pisces just roll up and smoke all day until they roll up and smoke you. Pisces don't do wars, they just end things. And it's easy to do. You need to be fucking strong and smart because Pisces is naturally built for this. This is what some Pisces don't even like about their own self. But Pisces can naturally fuck shit up for you. Make you lose your job and all sorts. Without even trying. Fuck up your marriage, your mortgage, all for playing with the wrong one. When a Pisces comes to terms with termination, that's the Pisces principle in action. That's what Pisces vengeance brings. Termination. Start the wrong shit with your Pisces neighbor. You know what will happen to your tenancy? Terminated. Start the wrong shit with your Pisces co-worker. You know what will happen to your contract? Terminated. Cheat on your Pisces partner. You know what will happen to that relationship if that Pisces has unlocked that shark mode? Terminated. And you may get terminated too. Fuck, if the Pisces is so fucked up by it all, they may even terminate themselves. Start the wrong shit with a Pisces on the wrong day and you know what happens to your being. Terminated. User no longer exists. In morgue on ice. Organs harvested. Pisces is a sign that will uproot just like that if needs be. That Jupiter co-rulership in Pisces is real. Pisces is a whole big load of expansive energy, like a universal flood. You don't want to be the reason a Pisces is considering relocating to a place they can't be extradited. Cause that's the shit Pisces is on. They'll hit and run. Or they'll stay in the same place and keep hitting from behind the scenes. There is nothing lovely about the love don't live here anymore Pisces. No feelings, no emotions. Just seek and destroy. Turn up at your humble abode. Pop up in your house late night like your dad can't sleep. And permanently rockabye baby all those that's awake and asleep. Pisces is minus fucks given. Pisces will come up on your driveway as you're planning to leave out. Jump scare you so bad that you run in your house. Startle your partner so bad they run across the street banging on the neighbor's door. Elbow your dog in the jaw, they ain't defending shit. Kick your mother-in-law out of the back seat of your car. Gently place your baby in the baby seat on your lawn before jumping into your driver's seat. Switching your radio to classical music then drive off in your shit, ready to use it later in the name of vengeance on someone else. Make your precious little family toy a part of a 3-car convoy. You haven't met this fish yet. You haven't seen lunatic until you see that Pisces ticking boxes under that lunar light. But still, Pisces will do shit in broad day. If that is the only chance to get you, it's broad day, in public. Don't think you're safe from the shark cause bystanders can catch the rain too. The rain don't care who or what gets wet when it rains, and neither does a Pisces. Pisces is a sign that can real life move like his Grand Theft Auto. All the mutable signs are more likely to when dark-sided, as it's transitional energy. But Pisces and Sag in particular can really start travelling and dishing out damage. If you think you're safe cause you're overseas but start shit with the wrong Pisces, trust me, they will make sure you end up face to face. They might visit you in your dreams first, but you will see that reaper in your face eventually. You can be hiding on planet Namek with Piccolo and them man. A Pisces will hunt you down, disguise themselves as a Namekian, chill out with Dende and Granel the Guru, just to clap you over. Not only is a Pisces' own vengeance crazy, Pisces is a sign that can also be the greatest accessory to another's vengeance too. Some of the most hateful people with crazy revenge plots have had a Pisces in their corner dishing it out for them. You think a Scorpio's vengeance is bad? Have you met a vengeful Scorpio with a Pisces in their corner? Which one do you think will be dishing out the dirt in that pairing? You can go through known dictators in history, go through old school gangsters in history. Many of these tyrants had a Pisces that was like second in command, and it's not hard to see why. This is literally because of empathy, being able to feel and adapt to another's pain and execute what they want done. Like sharks, Pisces are cold-blooded killers when needs be. Hitmen and hitwomen for a cause. Hit squad for a cause. Feelings does not control Pisces. Pisces controls feelings. Do not ever get comfortable thinking Pisces is above revenge, hasn't got time for revenge. They're the bigger person or the smaller person in Super Nintendo world. Pisces can be like that. Ever loving, compassionate, wise and unfazed by anything. But not all Pisces reaches that higher level. And even at that level, that same Pisces can come out of that mode in the name of principle and then return back to Zen mode afterwards. Pisces has got a remote, is on other channels. So if they've given into the energy of vengeance on this program, it's for a damn good reason. They've deeped it enough to know it's worth it. There are millions of piranhas operating at a lower level who doesn't give a fuck about being the bigger person. They'll rather be the bigger fish. When a Pisces hits you with a vengeance, you ain't gonna know what hit you. It's gonna feel like you got shot, then you immediately jumped into an ice cold bath. The shock to your system will be so intense, you will be wishing to go. Cause you will rather be anywhere but there in the mouth of that shark suffering. Don't let me get started on the mystic Pisces, the Pisces who can do all this from word of mouth, from hexes, from spells. Pisces is spoilt for choice when it comes to vengeance. They literally do not have to get physical at all. Literally spoilt for choice. When a Pisces shouts out Marco, you don't even have to say Polo. They'll hear that scared Polo. Your soul whispers to itself in your head and still come and find you. Pisces vengeance is life and death. That's what it involves. Nothing less. Pisces vengeance is death row. And what's fish row? Babies. That's what you're going to end up being after fucking with Pisces. Back a baby again, talking goo goo gaga. Few years ago you was a full grown adult. Now you found out and don't even know you found out. Crying for breast milk and shit. Death row to fish row. Or leave you fucked up like you're on skid row. Pisces encapsulates both good and evil. Evil is as prevalent in Pisces as the good traits are. That's the real. Saint Nicholas was a Pisces, and that is who Santa Claus is modelled after. But when a Pisces enters your house like Santa Claus, they ain't coming to see if you left milk and cookies out for them, or to drop off presents under the tree. They are there to gift you death. Signed, sealed, delivered, it's yours. There's no time limit at all on a Pisces get back. If you think, oh, cause you ain't seen the Pisces in a while, it's probably cool, they've probably forgot about it and stuff like that. No, my friend. You could have violated yesterday or a couple decades ago. You will get the same treatment that has been processed for you. Yesterday, yesteryear, it doesn't matter. The past, the present and the future happen simultaneously. It may be old to you or new to you, but it isn't to no fucking Pisces. If they want to make the past the present or the future the present, then they will create it. Pisces on a warpath moves like they have no fixed address. They will free roam the town, the city, the world, the universe, the dream world until they get you. You will know it's peak when Pisces is camping outside your house waiting to pitch you like a tent. Pisces will camp outside your house if you got the fish heated like a campfire at a campsite. Camp outside your house like a flamboyant gay man on your driveway. What's police call it? Stakeout? You will have Pisces pulling a stakeout if you want beef with the fish. They'll serve it to you. Leave you stiff then plead the fifth. Turn up at your Thanksgiving dinner and turn that whole house to a morgue. And leave with the dishes still wrapped in tinfoil. You'll think it's all love like tennis until multiple sharp bites leaves your torso looking like a tennis racket. A Pisces will turn you into a figment of their imagination and leave you in a state where your pigments evaporating. You didn't know Pisces were soulless like a statue, and now you're lying and can't move where soon the vultures will pick at you. Both Pisces men and women's vengeance is dark and expansive. Pisces don't start wars, they end them. So you either get out of the way or befriend them. You know Pisces is creative as hell. Yeah, they can put together a great composition. They can entertain you with some orchestra, but there's nothing pleasant when they orchestrate your demise, where you get a concussion from the beating like percussion, where your collarbone gets blown like a trombone. So let's end this section with another example, an example of what a Pisces memoir would sound like. 23rd April 2014, the day that changed everything. This guy broke into my grandparents' home, took all their valuables. They caught him a few days later. He's doing a few years because he breached his parole, but shortly after the robbery, both my grandparents passed away. I feel this contributed to it as they were extremely shaken by this and couldn't relax. They became extremely paranoid. Then one morning, my grandmother just passed away. A few weeks later, Grandpa went to sleep with a picture of Granny in his hand and didn't wake up. The last thing I remember feeling was a sharp pain in my chest, like someone ripped my heart out when Grandmama died. Got a phone call from Dad. I was at college that day. By the time I got home and my dad came to me crying, I was numb. Then when Grandpa went, still I didn't feel anything. Didn't cry at their funerals. Man, I saw my dad cry for the first time. Broke down crying in front of me. My dad, man. My big strong dad. Broken. I was sad when this guy broke into their house, but he got caught. I thought he got his karma. But he's free soon, and my grandparents are still dead. 7th of December 2016 is his release date, and I've already got my black cloak with me. He can't apologise to my grandparents in person for what he did, but I'm going to make sure he gets to apologise to them in spirit. And you see when that date hits, and that guy's seeing the bright light, it's then when that Pisces will break down and need to hide away. Well, for one, they're now a wanted person, but for two, now they can grieve and process all the feelings of everything in one. 1 foot wrong, 11 steps back. Now that the tsunami has passed, I just want to debrief and touch on an earlier point I made where I said Pisces are literally spoilt for choice when it comes to vengeance, so much that it feels like a trick. So I've mainly talked about Jupiter up until now, Pisces' traditional ruler, Jupiter. But let's look at the other two planets that plays a direct role in all this Pisces behaviour. Venus is exalted in Pisces, which basically means it has much fun in Pisces. So much that it can tire itself out. Now, I believe Venus is this trick in Pisces that I'm on about. So what is the planet Venus about in astrology? Venus is the planet of love, beauty, art, money and romance. It's your desires, your values and how you relate to others. Now, all this talk of the Pisces principle and whatnot, you need to understand some of this comes from the Venus influence, because Venus is about fairness, righteousness, peace, harmony, and if any of those things are out of whack, this is literally where you'll see Pisces take action in good or bad ways. If a Pisces doesn't think something is fair, they will rebel, challenge it, publicly or secretly. If a Pisces doesn't have peace, then they will seek ways to restore peace, publicly or secretly, and so on. This is where Pisces shares similarities with Libra and Taurus, the signs Venus rules. But also, Venus is about hypnotism and deception. It's the rose tints to a Pisces' eyes. It gives Pisces lustful, exploring eyes. You may have heard Venus being called the morning star and Lucifer, which is basically the devil. And where does the devil or evil hide in people? In our desires. So Pisces has this loving but deceptive planet colouring the sign and basically leading the fish into temptation. Because what Pisces desires, they go for. Desire is an expression of abundance. That's the nature of the fish. They are led towards it if they allow themselves to just go with the flow. The Pisces doesn't even have to move. The ocean takes them there. Venus is also associated with the Greek goddess Aphrodite. Aphrodite was worshipped as the goddess of peace and represented love and beauty, but she was actually very vengeful, a goddess of war and a cheater and so on. She was about the dark side of love too. She would kill in the name of love, and even though she was about peace, she was equally very much about war. So Pisces has got all this vengeful energy flowing through the sign if you factor in the myths. Got demons in love with the sign. This is why it's literally easy for a Pisces to strike back, because the energy flows through them by default. It's understandable why Pisces are born asleep, so to speak, because when Pisces awake, so many energies and entities awake too. Mars and Venus goes hand in hand in general, but you can have all the energy in the world, all the passion, all the power, and do nothing with it if you have no desire to use it. You need to desire something for that willpower to even kick in. On the flip side, you can have zero energy, very little drive or power, and still find a way to your goals through desire alone. Through desire alone, you can reach your goals or your goals can reach you. You can manifest your desires without needing to move anywhere. This explains how Pisces can manifest anything they want. The will is free and the desires are abundant. So when you also pair that desire with belief, Venus and Jupiter, you get a successful Pisces in anything they put their mind to, including vengeance. So any wise person can see how terribly this energy can be used if not controlled properly with Pisces. Once Pisces gets obsessive over something, once they desire it, that's it. Pisces is locked in. Learning to control desire is one of Pisces' key lessons. Pisces is from the 12th house. Saturn, the planet of karma, Satan in some readings, loves the 12th house because it's a place of suffering, illnesses, limitations, restrictions. 12th house is the house of karma. Saturn, Satan, is like the body that is restricting the soul. But that don't affect Pisces. Jupiter literally says fuck your limitations. That may work on others, but not on Pisces. The soul's free in Pisces. Saturn rules time, and time don't exist in the 12th house of Pisces. Plus, on the other hand, there's some Pisces that actually likes suffering. The pain gives them a kick. You can't punish something or someone that likes punishment. Bad things happen to everybody at different times, and yes, Pisces does carry the weight of the zodiac, but they rule the feet because they are the ones who can keep it moving with resilience. It's like Jesus carrying his own heavy cross on his back. Saturn can't fuck with Pisces with the planets they have on their side, and because Pisces can actually move like Saturn towards people who comes over to the 12th, things of that 12th house nature. Saturn or Satan rules Capricorn and Aquarius and is exalted in Libra. Libra is ruled by a devil planet in Venus and has another devil planet exalted in the sign in Saturn. Venus is exalted in Pisces. This is why you'll hear me mention Pisces, Capricorn and Libra as being like the most demonic trio of all, because it's like a flowing of demonic energy between them three if they're involved in anything dark. And no, that isn't my big three or anything like that. It's just a real life observation. Capricorn over Aquarius because Capricorn is solely ruled by Saturn and it's all about those dark earthly material things involving money, power, respect and control. Capricorn is who people think Scorpio is when it comes to darkness overall. Scorpio's attempts the same things Capricorn does, but Capricorns are way more successful in the underworld. They get jobs done properly. So break it down, we've got all these things within Pisces, all these karmic lessons, all the history in the past lives. Like, do you see all the influences Pisces has? It's why Pisces is the actual demon of the zodiac. It's old and abundant. It's got everything in the sign. Everything is within with Pisces. That's what separates them from the rest. They aren't born in darkness or typically born with dark intentions. But the darkness can be birthed inside a Pisces like no other. And that's why the delivery is inhumane. Because it's coming from the soul within the human. That's not from this earth. Life's a bitch and karma's a bitch. And Pisces is the last divine feminine sign. On a lighter note, the modern day ruler, Neptune, is supposed to rise Pisces above all of this. Neptune enlightens Pisces. It's like a shining light to the dark desires through Venus, coupled with the optimism of Jupiter. So Pisces literally sees in the dark. They also have to trust what they see in the dark to connect with themselves. Venus is love, yes, and love is beautiful, but also how dangerous is love. Love is probably the most dangerous feeling, energy, state a human can be in. Dangerous for you, dangerous for the other person, and dangerous if anyone else is involved behind the scenes or out in the open. It's dangerous, even when it's beautiful. Venusian love is not pure love. That's where all the dangers of love are. Neptunian love is the real pure love. You can't even plan for love. It just hits you by surprise, sweeps you off your feet. Pisces is love. When you understand the good and bad side of love, you'll understand the Pisces. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, meaning it brings all this Venusian beauty and love to a higher spiritual level. It's like moving it from the superficial to the real. You can't love more than a Pisces. And in reverse, you can't hate more than a Pisces. So bad that Pisces don't hate, they eliminate. So Pisces gets a heightened sense of intuition through Neptune. It goes from wanting to merge with another to wanting to merge with the whole universe. It brings oneness in Pisces, so love for all. But on the flip side, Neptune is the actual planet of deception, not Venus. All this mystical Pisces being hidden and dreamy, etc. comes directly from Neptune. So mix this all together with the Jupiterian luck and wisdom, Venusian love and beauty, and Neptunian deception and enlightenment, and you get to see the big picture of why it's easy for a Pisces to seek revenge. It's easy for a Pisces to come back with a vengeance, because Pisces has the strongest desire, along with all the energies to fulfill it. When it comes to Pisces, it's easy to channel all this energy. That's what the trick is. Discernment really is key with Pisces. It's not hard for Pisces to spiritually set themselves back through the Venusian desires, the Neptunian deceptions, and the Jupiterian expansiveness. In other words, just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Now, I'll never tell people, let alone Pisces, to not take revenge. I'm not a hypocrite. But what I'll say for Pisces is to be aware and make sure the punishment matches the crime. Dish out karma to who ordered it. In the grand scheme of things, Pisces is supposed to rise above it all. Literally, Pisces has got the tools for war, but they've got even greater tools to avoid almost anything. So when you see Pisces in monk mode, solo lone wolf mode, they are on the way to transcendence because can't no one knock them off their path. They'll always be pulled into situations, but when they're coming from afar to tend to it, they have enough wisdom to know how best to handle it when they get there, whilst making sure it doesn't set them back spiritually. It's easy for Pisces to be the hero or the villain or both. It's easy for Pisces to be Batman and the Joker in one. It's easy for Pisces to be Jesus or Judas, good and or evil. That's what the trick is. It's not hard to fall from the divine Pisces energy into the fire of Aries, being shot right back into the cycle to start over all again. That's what sounds like hell. Do not allow others to play you out of your position, Pisces, because the obstacles are abundant, but you are the fish for a reason. Quick and agile. You can evade like no other if you master the conscious and subconscious mind. That's peak Pisces, where the subconscious also is under control. Two fish become one. You know all the tricks, you've seen them all before. It's tempting, but you must stay alert. We're all just reflections of each other in the grand scheme, so we're all on the same plane, as we're all from the same place. So excuse Pisces when they disconnect from this reality. You don't know what peace is until you've had war. You don't know what silence is until it's been loud. You don't know what good is until you've experienced pure evil. You don't know what Pisces is until you are one. I will never be into no devil worship or things like that, but that energy is real and we all hold a piece of it here, whilst being here, as well as the light. It's a choice at the end of the day. The question should never be, are Pisces vengeful? Because every sign is vengeful. There's truly no doormat sign. We're all from the same place with access to the same powers. Each sign's just geared towards certain types for their mission. Pisces just has a little edge having each sign's lessons in one, so has access to all powers that be. So the question should be, when are Pisces vengeful? It's when are Pisces vengeful, and that question will lead you to a better understanding of Pisces. How can the most sensitive sign in the whole zodiac not be the most vengeful if they take action? People's gonna fuck around and find out naturally. That's just what happens. Pisces is ancient energy. Respect the fish. Don't disrespect the fish. And no, not every Pisces is a bloody serial killer, but if you're a Pisces and don't understand why many Pisces are or were, then you need to do some more soul seeking. In the end, being a Pisces is a privilege. It's a blessing that can initially feel like a curse. When you wake up and lock in and realize all the power you hold, that is actually where the hardest lesson begins. Because it's then where you realize you have the absolute freedom to do as you please. But there's consequences. Spiritual consequences. You can be an agent of karma all day, but you're not immune from it. Retribution in the name of the soul is called karma. Retribution in the name of the ego is called revenge. Those two acts have different consequences. Pisces needs to act on principle of the universe from the soul, not personal principle from the ego. Pisces secretly have massive egos. So massive that it can lead to insecurity because it's like, why is my ego so big? I ain't even done nothing to have such a big ego. It's because everything from the past is at the forefront in Pisces. Leos have the biggest egos in the zodiac being ruled by the sun, which isn't even a planet, it's a star. It's the soul with the ego on a pedestal in Leo. The sun is its own thing. It's the soul or the representation of it. The moon's not a planet either. That's more attached to the person, healing them. The rest are accessories, including the ego. The ego's like its own thing too, but it's attached to the sun. In Leo, it's just the sun, it's just the ego. Just the soul with ego at full beam, but the ego still has so much to gain in Leo, and that's why they can appear overconfident and arrogant, because they are not at the stage of having the full picture. That's Pisces. The overconfidence will be in the spotlight at Leo, and if it's there in Pisces, it's internally felt, which can manifest into the light again. But from that full conscious awareness itself in Leo, this is why they shine the brightest here on earth. They are supposed to. It's like, have all your fun now, the spotlight is on you. So slap the sun that is tied with the ego in Sagittarius, who has the largest planet there ruling, you get to understand why their personalities are so big. It's that consciousness paired with positivity and wisdom to spread. Everyone has an ego, it's necessary to even know you exist. But by default, the soul in Pisces comes with this experienced ego. This consciousness, this awareness that contains all the signs. But this is also paired with the subconscious awareness of everything that's ever existed before this one soul's journey. This is what Neptune is showing Pisces. It's enlightening Pisces. It's why Pisces' full attention isn't just here on Earth. Because there's more than Earth. It's as simple as that. Then you've got the biggest planet, Jupiter, co-ruling, amplifying everything in Pisces, including this jam-packed ego. Neptune's job is to finally separate the soul from the ego because the ego is not real in the spiritual world. In Pisces, it's time to go sleep again at the end. Lose the ego so you can finally close your eyes as a conscious individual, so you can rejoin the rest. It's like logging out of a game so you can go eat with your family. The ego is just for here where we stand today in this realm, this earth realm. Until that happens and Pisces is still logged in, oh, you can find some very talented and in-your-face Pisces because the ego is also trying to shine one last time because it knows it's dying. The ego is half ready to die in Pisces, that's why it's massive. It's a massive internal target, ready to be killed because it's like an attachment to the soul. It's not the soul, it's a growth on the soul. But it can also shine a very, very bright light in Pisces even when the sun doesn't shine bright here. Pisces are far off into the misty shadows with Neptune at this stage, or they're supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. Not saying Pisces isn't supposed to be famous, but things like that can bring a distraction to a Pisces, because you're reattaching yourself into this reality you're supposed to be preparing to leave. The ego is very powerful, the ego is everything here, whilst Pisces is aware that the soul is actually everything, period. So Pisces is able to speak every sign's language. Pisces is on the way to spiritual transcendence, but it's not easy at all because that soul within Pisces contains it all, and so does the ego, which can both readily be unleashed. That's also the duality of Pisces, the alternating from the soul to the ego. A matured Pisces can operate out of both, but the soul controls it all, not the ego in the end. Pisces is the soul, we must not forget. In every group, there's that scapegoat. That one you give the strong title, one you give the weak title, and the rest take up other roles. Somewhere down the line, Pisces was decided to be known as the weak one out of the 12. Which off the bat should ring alarm bells to anyone with sense, cause why would a sign that is the last sign and the sign itself is not a solo sign? It contains all the other signs. Pisces is the one. Don't forget that when you come across one. Take a mental note that they can and will go there if needs be. And again, for Pisces themselves, discernment is key. Use it, but don't abuse it. Oh, and before I go, there's still no update on the whereabouts of that Pisces that escaped from the asylum. Apparently, the family knows who murdered the son as he was in debt with a friend, and the friend threatened them a few days prior to the murder, but that suspect has since gone on the run. So the police are looking for him. Is the Pisces looking for him too? No one knows, but there's been more cause for concern as staff found a stash of untaken pills behind a brick wall in the Pisces room. It's as if the walls told them where to find it. Only time will tell what happens, or will it? In separate news, there's been reports of a ghostly figure patrolling the streets at night. It's as if darkness is their ally. For now, keep your doors and windows locked. But why would Pisces come after us? We're not involved. We're not the ones that killed them. It doesn't matter. Now shut your ass up, put your seatbelts back on, and make sure that aisle is clear. We'll be arriving at our destination shortly.